Okay, so the prana shakti breath I've shown in another video. Yes? Okay. And then the next practice is the ra 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 ma 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 one. So this one is about balancing the mother and the father principle, centering, expansion, destruction and creation. So you're looking at your tip of your nose, or your eyes are 1/10 open. I'm going to keep mine a little bit 1/10 open because I've got my cat visitor here. And you're doing 2 rounds while pumping the navel. So I'll do the first one quite slowly. So it's the arms are out as if you're holding the whole of existence between your palms, and it's ra 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 ma 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 ra 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 ma 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 ra 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 ma 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 ma. So this one you do 2 rounds, and then you inhale and exhale, and you'd either do this full practice for 11 minutes, or you could do 7 minutes of the main kriya, which is a ra 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 and ma 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 ma. And the other variation is that you're just keeping your arms here and you're doing ra 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 ma 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 ra 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 ma 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 ma. Okay, so I'll do this for the full 16 rounds with my eyes looking down at my nose, with the arms out, so we can do it together for that first section. So the arms are out here. You're seated in Siddhasana, so one heel in front of the other or on a block like I'm sitting on, with a lengthening spine, arms bent, looking downwards, and then gently pulling in the navel, chanting the mantra. Ra, 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 ra. Ma, 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 ma. Ra, 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 ra. Ma, 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 ma. So that's 1 round of the practice. So the second variation is that you just have the arms out really wide, as if you're holding the whole of existence in your arms. Again, gently looking down, being aware of your palms and holding something between your palms, and then just doing the 4 Ra's, pumping the navel, and the 4 Ma's, pumping the navel. So if this variation is 7 minutes of the first one and 4 minutes of this, so that it would be ra 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 ma 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 ra 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 ma 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 ma. And then when you finish the practice, you bring your arms down. Take a couple of slow, deep breaths with the mouth closed. Just feeling the energy within and around your body. And then coming to the third part of the practice. So with the third part, this is called Shiva Kriya 2. It's a very powerful practice, just done by itself. And then the combination of the prana shakti, the ra 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 ma, and then this part, it really activates a lot in the energetic layer of the body. So this part you would do for 7 minutes. I'm just going to demonstrate about 1 minute or 2 minutes, or else it would be just a very long and boring video for you. So one arm is facing up and the other one is facing downwards. So the intention of this is transcendence and moving beyond any fear, and also cleanses the auric field. So the hands are in front of the heart and the fingers are, one is pointing down, one is pointing up, and you're doing a twisting movement as if you're screwing in or screwing out a light bulb. better to feel that you're screwing in the light bulb. And the movement is 2 twists with the hands and the wrists, and then the opposite way. And then you also add the breath. So it's a double breath inwards, and then the exhale. So that's how the physical part of the Kriya looks. Your drishti, focus, is gazing forward strongly or looking down at the hands. And there's a second drishti that goes with this, is the Sambhavi Mudra, which is named after Padma Sambhava, who was the Indian Tantra teacher who brought the Tantras from India into Tibet. So Sambhavi Mudra is the tip of the tongue deep into the roof of the mouth. So looking at my throat, it looks like this. You can see this activation in my throat. And the tongue is all the way back. At first, when you do it, it can feel uncomfortable. I have heard of yogis in India actually trimming this flesh underneath the tongue for the tongue to reach all the way back to the roof of the mouth. This is not necessarily. The more you do it, the more the muscle in the tongue stretches. So start with it back as far as you can. And if you can't, you just gently bring it to this ridge behind your teeth in the front roof of the mouth. So, okay. So this brings an activation from the base of the spine all the way up through to the crown of the head. It helps you to be very present, and it stops the mind wandering, and it helps you to keep your focus. So with the tongue in Sambhavi Mudra, I'm going to do this again with the inhale breath. So the hand movements should be strong and forceful, and your fingers are in the tridents of Shiva. So we're going to go again. Other option with this Kriya and the Drishti is, apart from looking between the palm of the hands or straight in front, is looking again towards the tip of the nose, and this activates the heart chakra, the anahata. So we'll do the practice 2 rounds with looking at the nose and the tongue in Sambhavi Mudra to the roof of the mouth. So we'll begin. So if you observed with that, you would have seen that my eyes were crossed because I was looking at the tip of my nose. And that also activates neural pathways in the brain across the left and right hemispheres of the brain, and also gives wonderful exercise in and around the eyeballs. After you'd finish these 3 practices, you would then come to stillness and breathe, and then just drop into a silent meditation for however long that feels comfortable for you. And you can leave that as the totality of the practice, or you could then go on to do vinyasa movements and warrior flows and yin flows and heart opening flows and all the other flows that come with the Sattva Yoga practice. Hari Om Tat Sat, namaste, and thank you for your practice and for sharing this practice with